All right, House Dems are just House Dumbs. Did you hear about this? They want a commission to study the declining morale of federal employees. They want to know why they're so bummed out. No such zeal to get to the bottom of our morale as taxpayers funding this whole government and trying to fund our retirement. Craig Smith says that's what's taxing, what these self-serving politicians call prioritizing. Craig, what do you make of all this?
Boo-hoo-hoo, Neil. I mean, think about this. We're worried about the morale of the federal employees that make more than the people in the private sector. Okay, Elijah Cummings has about as much right to call for this study as I have being a brain surgeon, Neil. And you and I both know.
Well, I think you could be a brain surgeon. You just chose a different career path. But hey, I just find the timing odd because if you ask about the mood of the American electorate, it's not great. So when you tell them that you're concerned about the mood of federal workers, which I'm sure is not great, I don't think you're going to get a sympathetic response.
Exactly right. Benefit Employee Research Institute says 38% of those polled said they don't think they're going to be able to retire. 28% said they're not going to be able to retire. They don't have enough money. 57% of American households don't have less than $25,000 in savings. Okay, that's up 9 points since Mr. Obama took office. If there's reasons for morale to be low, it's across the board with the American people. And on Fox Business Network last week, Neil, which, by the way, if you don't get it, you should demand it, for Pete's sakes.
You are the first guest who has done that. Touche, but continue.
I said something, you said something last week that was so true, Neil. You said America is concerned with where it's going. It's not concerned about America or Americans because we can work through these problems. We're concerned about where we're going. And Neil, let me tell you something. I want you to think of one thing and ask yourself one question of being an American, and asking you if your morale would be down as a direct result of this. We now know the President of the United States, prior to the election, knew you could not keep your doctor, you could not keep your health insurance company, but made a clear-cut decision to tell the American people they could for political purposes for the campaign. Now, you're going to tell me that the American people are not going to lose morale when they find out something like that? Or when Harry Reid does what he does in holding up bills, or Barack Obama says, well, if you have a better plan, bring it to me and I'll take a look at it, yet will not allow a Republican through the threshold of the White House? That's
why
morale is down.
There are 4 other Republican alternative bills out there that just never are allowed to be debated. All right.
You got the Coburn bill. There
are plenty of them, but they're just ignored. But they're out there. I always remind people they're out there, but someone else controls the Senate.
So if the federal people want to be bummed out, I feel really sorry for them. Boo-hoo-hoo. I'll tell you what. Take the 10.5 million people that are unemployed, give them those jobs that are averaging $114,000 a year, and I guarantee you morale will go up big time at where all those people are being replaced, Neil.
Craig Smith, thank you very, very much. He tells it like it is.
Good to be with you.
We told you that 1 in 5 Americans